Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare
Samam pashyam hi sarvatra samavasitam ishvaram nahi nasti atmana atmanam tato yati param gati. One who sees the super soul in every living being and equal everywhere does not degrade himself by the mind. By his mind, thus he approaches the transcendental destination. Very beautiful meaning. Self-centered. So what is first thing? Different levels. Understanding of spiritual life is in 3 levels. What are the 3 levels? Brahman, Paramatma and... So what is the impetus for understanding the Brahman level? What is the impetus? Why do they go? Angur khatte hain. You understand angur khatte? They give a joke when a lomdi cannot get the grapes. What does it say? These grapes are so... So similarly, people generally, all the people, mostly society, 95% people, they're animals. They jump whole life on sense object, trying to become happy by that. But what happens? They're not happy. So, angur khatte. They get frustrated. They understand actually instead of this world being a happy place, it's a miserable place. Correct? Everybody makes a grand plan of enjoyment in this world. But after some time he understands this is a miserable place. So therefore he comes to impetus for Brahman understanding comes here. I am not body, I am Atma. Jnana. They cultivate knowledge. I am not body, I am soul. I am wasting, I am trying in the bodily platform. I am not the body itself. Brahma Bhuta Prasannata. Immediately they become joyful. Na shochati na kanti. They don't lament, they don't hanker. Sama sarveshu bhuteshu. Then gradually they evolve. So there is Brahman understanding. So this is good. So it gives you some picture. Just like Prabhupada gives an example. 2 examples he gives you. Suppose you see the mountain from a great distance. What do you see? What do you see? You see some shadow. Do you see the mountain? No. You've seen it looks like a cloud only. Have you seen mountain from a distance? Looks like a cloud only. Then when you go near, you can see the shape of the mountain. Correct? Then you go near, you enter the mountain. There are houses. Some mountains I have seen. I used to go by train, that Jhularpet, that big mountain. So many hundreds of villages there in that mountain. Some mountains itself will have hundreds of villages. Correct? One village here, one here. So what is happening is that when you go inside, you see there are people living there. There is waterfall. There is trees. There is houses. So what was the cloud? Now you have full understanding. Therefore, yesterday we discussed the Shloka 7th chapter. What is that? Maya sakta manapartha yogam yunjamadashaya asamshayam samagra mam yatagyasi tatashiro. If you want to understand me in completeness, in what? In completeness, what you should do? You have to take to Bhagavan feature of the Lord. So if you want to understand the Lord in completeness, you have to reach the mountain, enter the mountain. What did Prabhupada give second example? The sun. When you see the sun now, in the morning time, you know there is a light. There is one level of understanding of the sun. You know sun is up. Second level you see, oh, huge disk is there on the sky. What is third level, which nobody has done till now? You have to enter the planet and see what's happening actually. Correct? From here we are hypothesizing. Perhaps helium gas, perhaps this gas, some fusion reaction, fission reaction. You're sitting. But what is going on there, you do not know. You do not know what is going on. You have to enter the planet, then you can know best information. And actually Vedas inform there, Surya Deva is there. What is his name? His name is also given. Vivasman is there. Full information is there. But anyway, you do not know. Now you are conjecturing, this is there, that is there. You can imagine. You can imagine so many things. Just like a factory is there. The big chimney is there, suppose. But even though there is a blast furnace in the factory, people are living there, no? They're working. What do you say? So you may be having at this distance some picture of the sun, but you cannot approach much, because nearer you go, you'll be burned. Nobody can approach near. From far only they take some distance. Send a probe, no? Enter the sun. They cannot, it will melt. Whatever the sand will melt, many miles before, hundreds of miles before it will melt. It cannot approach only. And from sitting from here, and the force of attraction is so powerful, it will just go inside. It has to. So anyway, you have to do a lot of hard work to be able to know what is going in the sun. So this much agreed. There are 3 levels of information of the sun. What is that? Sunshine, sun disk, and sun planet. Third example Prabhupada gives of a train. I told that example many times. A train was coming to a village, and then what happens? So 3 people stand there. First time the train came, nobody had seen what is train. Whole village slept. They say, you find out. As usual, train was late. India trains are late. As it was late, it became 12 o'clock. Previously, people get up at 3 o'clock. Nowadays, they are sleeping at 3 o'clock. That is the advancement of civilization. Early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, wise. I went to an Ayurvedic college. The joke is, from principal to peon, nobody gets up in Brahma Muhurta. Even though they told me so many shloka. Brahma Muhurta, blah, 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 your Ayu will increase. They told me shlokas also. That is there in the textbooks. From principal to peon, nobody follows it. Simply it is for patients. They tell. This is their advancement. So anyway, so people used to sleep early. So when it became late, what they did? They put 3 people there, they went to sleep. Because they want to get up in Brahma Muhurta and chant Hare Krishna. Then now what happens? The 3 people there, so the train, this one person hears the sound and light. You know, there is a big headlight from a distance. Train, light, sound. And he ran away to the village. Hey, I tell you, now say 1 o'clock in the night. What is it? Train is light. It's very good, light. They didn't understand what it means. They slept. Next person waited little, he was washing. Then he saw not only light, a some snake kind of form is there, correct? From a distance. He ran to the village, he was an impatient fellow. And he said, see, I understood. Not light, that is the idiot. Some snake kind of shape is there. Oh, snake kind of shape. Third fellow was very patient, he waited, train came, and then he saw inside. People are there, they are eating, they are talking like we are doing, correct? He talked to the people also, how was the journey? Oh, very nice. So first time the train has come to our village, we have never seen train. I was waiting. Now I came to know what is in a train. Thank you very much. How much ticket you paid, correct? Everything you take for information, went with the full information. Asamshayam samagram, complete information he gave. So if you come to the Bhagwan feature of the Lord, you get samagra information. Otherwise, incomplete information. Most of the spiritual organizations are only giving you incomplete information. They themselves don't know. Just like I told you, Ayurvedic college. They themselves don't know. Themselves don't know. What they don't know? That there is God feature itself. There are God also has 3 levels of information. What is the first level? Brahman. Little. Basically, Prabhupada is speaking in the purport, the whole idea is to come out of the self-centered feature. What are we doing now? See, very nice, he said, come out of the self-centered. We are all focused on our own self. And how do I enjoy? Correct? So, Brahman feature is slightly better. Gives you some information that you are not this body, you are the soul. Then Paramatma feature makes you focus on the Paramatma, on the Lord, not yourself. You are focused on your own self. That is your whole problem. What is everybody's problem? Old age thinking, I am happy, I am not happy. Arey Baba, think about the Lord, not about yourself. Are the gopis thinking like that? One gopi was doing chamara for Krishna, Rukmani. And when she was doing chamara, she was feeling so much ecstasy that she could not do chamara. So ecstasy is happiness, so much bliss. He said, forget this bliss, I have to do chamara. Similarly, the same thing happened to Krishna's servant also once when he was doing chamara. When you serve Krishna, you feel so much happiness, you faint. They are feeling difficult to do chamara. They say, what is this happiness? I don't want happiness, I want to serve Krishna. You understand? So we are focused on ourselves all the time. But actually, if we focus on Paramatma, what happens? Your happiness increases. And then you focus on the Supreme Lord, the pastimes of the Lord in Vaikuntha, happiness increases even more. So your complete understanding comes in understanding of Bhagwan feature of the Lord. But the Brahman feature, incomplete understanding. So most of the people want only that much. That is also good. Compared to other parts of the world, even knowledge of Atma is not there. Simply some moral values. Be nice, be good, and that's a full stop. So many NGOs are only giving that much. One NGO means that only. Somebody's leg is injury is there, put a plaster. Somebody is having pain in the stomach. That is most of the thing. Welfare organizations. Better than that is people giving you knowledge of the Atma. It's better. Better than that is people giving you knowledge of Paramatma. Because from that now, instead of focusing on yourself, you are focusing on the Paramatma. And then what is the best? Giving you knowledge of the Bhagwan feature of the Lord. Complete. Asamshayam samagram. In completeness, the whole information is coming. Okay? So this is the benefit. This chapter is developing that this information is very useful. That the deities also do that. Instead of focusing on dressing yourself, you focus on dressing the deities. Otherwise, what do people do? They keep looking. I don't know where I saw a temple. In the temple, some mirror was there kept. So I saw everybody looking at the mirror. There also they're looking at the mirror, their face. Generally, a temple of mirror is kept actually. That is kept to Lord after Alankara, we show the Lord. The fellow by mistake kept the mirror like this. So everybody is seeing his face only in that. They're also seeing his face. He's thinking about himself. Anywhere you keep a mirror, people will forget everything. They'll go for washing hands, they see mirror, no? Oh, they immediately start thinking about themselves. I'm looking handsome today, I'm looking smart today. So much we are focused about ourselves. So, Paramatma feature means one step higher. Now you start thinking about the Lord. And Bhagwan feature, you start thinking about the Lord's wonderful pastime. So that gradually we get elevated. So there are three features: Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagwan. So it is helping us. The shloka is guiding us. They kindly come out. And what is the impetus for coming to the Brahman feature? Angur khate. This word is miserable. The first realization in spiritual life. This word is miserable. Below that is all the social welfare activities. These are fools. They think by some adjustment people can become happy in this world. Correct? They feel like that. We can make some adjustment, and what will happen? People will become happy. So they open all hospitals, midday meals, all this, social welfare organizations. Let us give some food, people will become happy. But they do not know this world is a miserable place. Then the spiritual life starts. Arjuna was also trying some adjustment I can make so I can become happy. No adjustment possible in this. This is not a place, word for happiness. It's a miserable place. So next level is you enter the understanding of the Atma, you slightly improve. Instead of the focusing on the body and comfort of the body, you come to the knowledge of Atma, as different from the body. Now your spiritual life starts. And the next level you understand the Paramatma. You start focusing more outside your own self as the body. Even your Atma, you are focusing on the somebody else. Paramatma is another personality, not you. You start focusing on the Lord, what the Lord wants, why I am there in this world, what I should do. Next level. And what is the last level? Beautiful pastimes of the Lord in the spiritual world. You become absorbed, not you. Spiritual pastimes of the Lord in the spiritual world. So step by step it advances as we take focus. That is why Bhakti Yoga is very simple. Take out focus from yourself, focus on the deities and serve the deities. That is Bhakti Yoga. That's what you're doing now. You're bathing them, you're dressing them, you are giving bhoga to them. You're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about them. All the time you're thinking, I have not eaten. Instead of that, the deity have not given any food now. It forces you. It's a practical. Bhagavad Gita is theoretical. Pancharatra Vidhi is practical. Practically now you have to bother about somebody else's food. And that is the Lord. It gives you an understanding, slowly makes you come out of your own self. But you may say other people are also doing that thing. The father is thinking not only about himself, he's thinking wife and children. Prabhupada said that is extended selfishness. That's still not change. No change. Extended selfishness. So what we should think about? The Lord. Instead of thinking about ourselves or extended. Myself or my man. Deha patra kalatradeshu. That is not advancement. Real advancement is instead of thinking about ourselves, you start thinking about the Lord. And the complete advancement is you think about the beautiful pastimes of the Lord which are eternally going on in the spiritual world. Then your life becomes successful. Srila Prabhupada ki. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatapate Gopesha Gopika Shirada Sute Satta Kansaruja Radhe Shri Vrindavaneshwari Vishwamasuti Pranamaya Harite Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare